So I don't usually make videos like this, and I don't really get into the matter of speaking so um, seriously about these types of things. But this has gone on long enough that I have to actually say something about it now. I have been posting on my Snapchat channel for a while, and sometimes I would make live streams. Take the clip of the live stream when I ask my Vidiots or my Animus family a question, and it would involve a poll. Like, okay, for example, in gaming, let's say I'm playing Minecraft, right? And I am going into a cave and there's two different paths. There's a left and right. I would clip that small part of that live stream, post that to my Snapchat Spotlight channel. And I would add a poll to it and they would tell me, go this way or go this way. By majority rule, that would be what I do. The majority rules answer. If there's more votes than one, I'm going to take the highest one and be like, all right, I'll go that way first. Then I'll go the second way for the answer that had the lowest amount of answers. There was a Fortnite stream that I had done a few years ago on my old Windows laptop. And I did that exact same thing when I was talking about weapons in the game. Should I pick this up or should I just leave it alone? It's got a better rarity, but I'm not going to pick it up if it's not going to benefit me in a Fortnite game. And I'd wait probably like 10 or 15 minutes because once I go back to check the Spotlight, messages, there you go. You got answers. Within the poll, I'd have answers not too long from when I posted it. Okay, cool. So I'll follow that answer and do what they want me to do. I am literally giving them the choice to help me move around in the game. And now it's like I'm posting my Switch clips because right now what I have as the most of to do like Spotlight streaming or even sharing videos from YouTube, I move those over to Snapchat Spotlight. And I'll get those answers from other people with the same way I'm doing it when I used to have a laptop. But the amount of frustration that goes through this is mind-boggling. And we're going to talk about basically two topics here. My followers' accounts and my community guidelines that are not being broken. But I'm still following them, right? Who's making these calls? We don't know. Who made Snapchat? Obviously a robot because there's no humans to answer anything. I have done something similar on Instagram, but I wouldn't really ask them one way or another, do they want this or do they want that? And I get an answer from majority rule. I would just post my comedy clips and comedy clips from gaming or, funny things that I had done once from TikTok. I actually got a representative when I apparently broke community guidelines. I sent out an appeal and it got immediately granted. Be like, oh yeah, we saw that we made a mistake. Your video is going to be set back up. And it was like, wow, I'm talking to a real person, a real representative to help me on Instagram. Snapchat has not had that once, and they have not answered anything I've sent out. I actually set out a tweet not too long ago, and I was asking them for help. Like, why did this get taken down? Why is this not being reviewed? What happened to the appeal that I sent? And to my surprise, I basically got an automated response tweet that just said, we carefully review all of the Spotlight videos that come up on the feed. If your appeal was rejected, there's nothing more we can do. Which literally sounds no different than what YouTube used to do with this shortage about 2 years ago when they started banning every Google account that was on a live stream. And I'll tell you what, that wouldn't piss me off so much if it wasn't for the fact that every post I would now from then on make would basically reach limited reach. And that sucks. That really pissed me off. And to be completely honest, I can abide that no longer. There is some content like this that had dark humor to it, but it was still funny. And it had mild racism, but the racist wasn't actually bad. And other people thought it was funny. Like I said, it was a mild racism, but people of that race thought it was genuinely funny. They were laughing their asses off because it was a Little Johnny video and it was funny. That's all it was. But then the limited reach tag got me a little swayed. It made no sense because limited reach basically means your video will never ever be seen again, even if people have seen it before the limited reach tag made its way to your video or your remix. Basically like duetting on TikTok. That is literally what that was like. I was just basically green screening the video and laughing my ass off over something genuinely hilarious. And then it reached limited reach, which means it will never be able to be seen again. But then something rung in my mind. The person who originally posted it, the source video, I went back to press remixed by and their username. And if you tap their username on the Spotlight Snap, it will take it to all the people who have made that video or a green screen of the video. And they'll look at it and you can see hundreds of thousands of that same video either basically saved and posted on another person's account, or there's a green screen face watching it and laughing their asses off at the same time. I have come to the logical conclusion that this was a personalized, basically, attack on me. Like, they don't like the fact that I'm posting, so they're going to come after me. Because, like I said, I went back to check the original poster's sourced video, where it originally came from, and this is what I found. With that video alone, there is 4.7 million ungodly views to the original snap. Now hear me out. With that video still being seen, it means that that video alone had not gotten a limited reach tag, which means that video is still up for everyone to see. That video is still there. And I started to notice this when I noticed, okay, maybe that's a slight racism in a Little Johnny video. Fine, I get it. That's cool. Take it down. I agree with that. Until I started going back to looking at things that did not need that tag alone. And even when I tried to appeal the tag, it immediately got rejected. There was nobody on the other side to even say, sorry, we don't see any reason why we should appeal the tag. Because they had no reason, and there was nobody manually looking at a video that did not need such a tag. Let me point out what I mean in one simple video that has nothing to do with anything explicit racism, sexism, feminism, anything of that kind. This video right here only showed me taking off a hat and glasses to show my real self, because it was basically talking about people wearing a mask when they're out in public, but they can truly be themselves when there is no one around. That's all. It had 200,000 views and it dropped to a whopping 0. And their only sense of defense was to say it contained fraudulent or inauthentic behavior. What the fuck? That video is actually still up on my Spotlight collection, but I'm not going to take that video down, even if no one can see it, because that is just basically a trophy reminder that the limited reach tag is used in a way that says, hey, we don't really want to manually deal with this, so just screw it. Let the AI deal with it. That's insanity. And it goes even further beyond these actions. This is another prime example to the fact that all I did was change a caption that somebody else originally made. And this is the original version of that video. Markiplier makes a great example in one of his videos. When you're violating a community guideline, they're not going to give you the reason. Or if they do, it's going to be so shallow and blurry that they can't even tell you exactly what the fuck is going on. Like, so bad that the reason literally makes no sense to you. And he basically boils it down to one explanation. Lack of communication. That is unfreaking godly when it comes to content making, because that pulls any motivation from wanting to make other videos. I can't stress that enough. Whenever I keep seeing my videos get limited reach, even if it's a gaming video or an inspiring video, all I get is limited reach. And that pulls me away from making another video, making me say basically, oh, man, now I don't even want to make another video. Or what if I break another guideline and they don't tell me about it? I'm going to be treading on thin ice, making sure that I can step through the entire glacier of ice without cracking and falling under, saying, you violated another community guideline. What the fuck does that even mean when you're not giving the information? Lack of communication is the worst thing you can do to a content creator. And nobody will forgive you for that. Now, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of why this pisses me off most of all. I can understand if I post a few dangerous quotes or comments or things like that, or if there is fraudulent behavior, fine. I'll not take the video down, but I'll learn my lesson. But like I said, when I thought this was an organized attack directly faced at me, somebody had to have reported my content so many times that Snapchat is looking at it and using the AI to basically say, no, we're not going to give you the appeal and we're not going to accept it. Even though I have sent out an appeal so many times, I finally sent out a tweet earlier today because I finally collected enough photos from my followers, from my vidiots, my Animus family, and they are telling me the exact same thing is going on. When they were viewing my videos that weren't taken down by the limited reach tag, their entire phone crashed. Let's not even stop at Snapchat. Their entire phone crashed. They had to turn their phone back on, and when they got into Snapchat, it would not let them in. And the worst part about all that is that even if you try to make a new account on that same device that you use Snapchat, they're going to see that. It's going to detect that you're making a new account on the same device, and they're going to tell you no. You're not using Snapchat on this device anymore. Go get a new device, but you're not allowed on our app. That is ungodly, asinine, bullshit behavior. And frankly, that's just petty. That's just, you're making my followers suffer for something I did, which I still don't know what I did. But every time they're viewing my content now, they are losing their accounts. And it's because of my content. They are getting banned from watching my videos. What the I'll tell you, nothing pissed me off more than that. When my moderation team on Snapchat, because I have a great moderation team. Whenever they look at the comments that come through, they tell me, hey, look, we got some dicey comments. I don't think you'll like them. Some of them are pretty damn rude. Some are racist, sexist. We got a lot of these kind of things. There are good comments and bad, and I can go through them. They show me the list of all the comments, and I can basically say what I want in the comment section. If I like your comment and it's nice and it's not hurting anybody, fine. But if it's disgraceful, it's rude to someone else, I'm going to delete your comment without a second thought. Just like that, it's gone to the wind. I don't care. And that's why I love my moderation team. But they finally collected a few text messages that were sent to them. They sent those to me, and they, my followers, lost their accounts from viewing my content. They were banned, and they can't even use Snapchat anymore because of it. So first off, this is the tweet that I sent out later today, and I wanted it to be known that Snapchat is not doing their part. This is from someone who got their account banned. For privacy reasons, my moderator scribbled out the name, but this was another ban from another follower. What the hell is this even doing here? Because there was no prohibited drug content in my video. This right here is fucking bullshit. We asked them if we got their account back. My Animus family mod team told them, we're looking into it. We don't know how to fix this, but we're going to try our best. They told us they got their account back. Only for that shit to get re-banned. And again, to my mod team, they were the ones that cropped the photo and actually scribbled out the name for security reasons. But this is the photo that they sent us today. Now, that wouldn't sound so bad, but the problem with it is that people have had subscriptions to Snapchat Plus for a while. Now that their account is getting banned, they're still getting charged for that, and there's nothing they can do for it. There's nothing they can do to fix that. On top of that, there's personalized ads that people got paid for. Some of my friends have had advertisements, and they get paid when their advertisements are viewed or put on the Snapchat, basically spotlight or public stories. That's their livelihoods. I'm not saying that they're all getting full-time jobs from working for Snapchat with their ads, but that's extra revenue that they're getting, and that they feel like they've accomplished something with that as a livelihood. They're losing that. I'll tell you, nothing pissed me off more than that. I can understand if my videos are so bad that you have to put a limited reach on my content, but when you take their accounts away for viewing my content and they're still being charged for this and they're losing their ad money, which here's the best part about that. Even if their account is banned, they don't get to draw that money out first. All that's gone. So the person who actually was paying and putting money into that person's revenue for those ads, they don't get that money back. Nothing. Even donations that they got, because I've had a few people create donations on Snapchat and it worked. They have had their revenue on Snapchat for that and they don't get that. The person who sends a donation doesn't even get the refund. That is the most asinine, petty bullcrap thing. Again, I understand it's my videos and my content and I can get banned for it, but this is basically like one of those shows where the big hero can't be damaged in some way. So the next thing they're going to do is go after the people that are connected with them and be like, you know what? We're going to make sure if we can't hurt you, we're going to make you suffer by watching you lose everything. I had actually had maybe around like 3,400 followers on Snapchat, which is not a big number for me. I understand that. But it got reduced to about 2,040. That's 1,000. Over 1,000 people losing their accounts for viewing me. So in some sense, I feel I am to blame for this. And I'm telling you, everybody who has lost their accounts, if you have been affected by this, my Instagram is in the About section of this YouTube channel. Please DM me, reach out to me, and I will send your message to my moderation team as a screenshot proof that you are also a person that has been affected by this. Because this is not even just regular. This is now like an infectional plague. And I feel that I am sort of the source for this. Like, now that you come in contact with me, you're being inflicted or you're being affected by this whatever Snapchat infection is going on. And I'm pissed. God damn it, I am just as mad as you guys. And I am so sorry. It took me about 4 hours to make this video because right now, I wish I could throw my hand through a wall and destroy this entire room out of rage. It took me 4 hours to calm down. And my moderation team I was on the phone with them and they were having to calm me down, telling them that, breaking things and getting angry isn't worth it. Because I haven't gotten angry like this in years. And I mean years. I am so sorry if any of you have been affected by this. But again, find me on Instagram, reach out to me. I'll screenshot your conversation as proof. I've got to find somebody to get a hold of on Snapchat. Like not Snapchat FAQ, which they've always brought me to, but the actual person themselves. There has got to be somebody who is listening because this is ridiculous. And yeah, I'm so very sorry. But just to let you guys know, I'm not going to let them get away with this. This is ridiculous, and I'm sorry that you're having to go through this. You're losing your revenue. You're losing your subscriptions. And again, I'm sorry. But don't lose hope. I'm trying to fix this. They're not even banning my account right now. They're just limiting the videos that are seen, and they're basically banning anybody who comes in contact with me. So I will try my best to give you an update. It might not be tomorrow, might not even be next week, might not even be next month, but god damn it, I'm gonna try. So until I have an update, I will be posting very little on the spotlight on Snapchat, but I will be trying to make more shorts for YouTube. And until the next video, I will see you guys when I see you guys.